United Airlines has just become the latest carrier to penalize overweight passengers, charging them for 2 seats if they can't comfortably fit into one. Is this fair, or should the airlines be keeping up with the growing size of American flyers? Our consumer correspondent Susan Koeppen reports.
United Airlines says it created the policy after receiving 700 complaints last year about overweight passengers. Advocates for the obese say it's discrimination.
Given that about 34% of Americans are obese, why not make 1/3 of the seats larger?
Between 1960 and 2002, the average American male has gained 25 pounds. The average woman added an extra 24 pounds. Yet seats on planes have remained basically the same. United's policy is directed toward people who can't fit in a single seat. The criteria: if a passenger can't close the armrest or cannot fasten the seatbelt with an extension. For The Early Show, Susan Koeppen, CBS News, New York.
We're joined now by Marilyn Wann. She is a weight diversity trainer and author of Fat So, Because You Don't Have to Apologize for Your Size. She joins us from San Francisco. Good morning, Marilyn.
Hey there.
I'd like to read you the statement from United Airlines in response to all this. They say this new policy was created for the comfort and well-being of all our guests on board and is in response to the 700 complaints received last year from customers who did not have a comfortable flight because the person next to them infringed on their seat. What is your response to that?
You know, I am really not interested in pushing up against someone sitting next to me on an airplane. And I think a lot of the larger passengers would have written to complain if we felt entitled to a basic human dignity like having a chair to sit down in when we travel. The airlines are in the business of transferring human beings, not freight. And they need to find a way to accommodate all human beings. I notice when I get on an airplane, because I do like to travel for work and for fun, that there are chairs to accommodate. Even in coach, there are some chairs that will accommodate taller passengers, but there are no chairs that will accommodate wider passengers. And instead of us feeling welcome by this entire industry, we're made to feel very unwelcome, in fact, to the point where, you know, we're not supposed to participate in the kinds of activities that everyone else does, like travel.
Do you think it would be fair if the airlines weighed all the passengers and their luggage and then based the price of the ticket accordingly?
I think thin passengers should be in solidarity with me if they get to pay less and I get to pay a little bit more. But only charging the fat people double is not an accommodation. That's punitive. And to do it at the moment when you're already at the airport and you already need to travel is almost bait and switch. I get to the airport and I don't know whether I'm paying an amount that I agreed to or an amount that I may not be able to afford or that my company may not want to pay for me. This is very discriminatory and daunting and scary, and I guarantee you there will be people who are limiting their lives because of this policy. Now, I appreciate that thinner people want a chair and they want to sit in it comfortably without someone else pushing in. I just want the same thing, and I want that for all of us. I don't see why we should be pitted against each other by an industry that hasn't figured out how to make money and be hospitable.
All right, Marilyn Wann, thanks for your point of view this morning. We appreciate it.
Thank you.